Hello YouTube, this is Joe Slipple. I am recording this video for YouTube. I have had a few tries at this, but YouTube keeps cutting me out, so I'm gonna just upload it afterwards. Okay, to start from the beginning. A couple years ago, my kids were taken from me, and two of them were returned. My aunt got custody of two younger ones. But the visitation rights was basically that they had to give me, I had to agree between us that to see, let us to see the kids. So I was like, okay, but they wouldn't return phone calls anymore. They sent a letter to the judge saying that I'm a monster and stuff like that, which is pretty much ridiculous. But that was what they were calling me. And then I went to my cousin's wedding, or wanted to go to my cousin's wedding. But the day before the wedding, I get a call saying that I'm uninvited and that I'm not allowed to come to the wedding. I was like, okay, why is that? I said, oh, it's because there's a court order that you're not allowed to see your kids. I'm like, first of all, there is no such order, and second of all, what does that have to do with me going to my cousin's wedding? I mean, sure, my aunt may want to come, but that doesn't mean that I shouldn't be allowed to go to my cousin's wedding. Well, whatever, there's an excuse for that. But anyway, so I go to the court. I get the paperwork to show that I actually do have more rights than what they're trying to say I do. And I wanted to go show my cousin to, resolve this. Well, he wouldn't answer the door, so I was about to leave and show him later. And that's when Jake Schrock tried to yell at me and scream in my face and, well, basically threatened me. And so I left, called the cops, had the cops take care of it. Instead of, I didn't want to do any confrontation with him. And then when from my own records, I kept the video of the conversation between me and the cop, just from my own records. And so that's all that went, and I got a police report for that. And then I went to, and nothing happened, for a couple years, or for a couple months. And this was, I posted the video later on YouTube for my own records. That's all it was for. And it's still here. It was only a small part of the video. It was just a little, because the rest of it, the audio I cut out on it. Anyway, what this guy then started doing is he started calling me and harassing me in January of this year, 2013, saying that I lied to the cop. Well, I hadn't, but because I had told the cop the whole story, I didn't post the whole video because the audio got cut out. But anyway, I told the cop the whole story. Well, then Jake Sharp started making these harassing calls to me, asking me why this, why that, calling me names of all, and everything but a redheaded stepchild. And then the cops called this a threatening call. That wasn't my words. That was the cops saying that themselves. The next day, or whenever it was, he called again, and this time he called the police officer who I handed the phone, the B word. Like, okay, that was a little strange, but she heard it. She's a witness. And she asked me if he's 12 years old. He's saying he's 21, but he's not acting very mature. He works for Rayco, RV manufacturing company or whatever. Anyway, he then stopped calling because she told him to, but he got YouTube to take down my video of him threatening me. Okay, that was a little strange too. And then I get a text from some guy, I believe it was Merlin, and he had this slideshow that you get from text messages. You have the cute little sayings and the audio and whatnot. Well, this one was not so cute. It had a picture of me and my wife sitting next to each other in a restaurant with her photo blocked out, pointing at me. It said, "Oh yeah, I live with little girls." Like, huh? And in the audio, it was calling me a child molester and a bunch of other BS. Like, how do you come up with that now? Now, my wife did leave, and I'm not sure if she did that to try to get the kids or what the situation is, but I do believe that is probably what's happening. It's basically she got some bad advice from someone that decided that in order for her to get the kids to make these false allegations would make me look bad and make me that I couldn't get the kids. Well, I'm gonna fight that. I'm not gonna take that sitting down. Well, I did file for divorce because she left and took the kids without so much as a goodbye, and also because she's not very stable. But I don't want to be mean about it, but yeah, that is the truth. And then today I went to court for the divorce, and she showed up. She wouldn't. When the judge asked her if she had a cell phone, she said she did. I was like, okay, and she didn't want to give it to me. She didn't want to talk to me. She didn't want to work it out or anything. So now I'm kind of in a pickle. I don't know what to do. I talked to a lawyer about suing Jake, and I've been told I have a good case. So, and I may end up suing Tracy and some other people who spread these rumors even further, because that is not true. I don't do that stuff. And anybody who wants to join the lawsuit, again, me to sue you too, be my guest. I already have a good case against Jake because, well, he posted it on his Facebook page with that picture of me and called me a child molester on there. So I'm going to be suing him for libel. But I just want to get back to have my kids back. Work on getting my two younger kids back, which I am, by the way, planning to get full visitation rights again, because my aunt is obviously not wanting to listen to anything. So yeah, it's kind of a bummer right there. But you know, hopefully I can make things better. And it sucks. I was asked why I don't make videos on here anymore, but well, to be honest, I don't like to post depressing things on YouTube and stuff. But it's the truth. It's just it is what it is. And I mean, right now I can't even sleep. It's, as I said, it's 3:38 in the morning. I can't sleep. I had a headache earlier, and I slept a little bit, but I can't sleep at all. I was laying in bed for about an hour or two, and I couldn't sleep, so I got back up and decided, let's see about making a video. So yeah, and depression is not fun, but I love my kids, you know, and I'll do what I can to fight for them. And Jake Schrock, you know, that kind of stuff, him talking like that, yes, he will get sued for it. And I have up to a year to do that. And that was only a couple months ago, so I have some time still to file this suit against him. And I will do it as soon as I can. But now, the other thing though is that right now I really need some money to file these, to get a lawyer to for the divorce part of this, because the judge said I have like a little over 30 days to get a lawyer, and so far I haven't. I don't have anything really to do anything with. I mean, I could have sold my property if Tracy had agreed to work with me, and I'd have split the money with her and paid off our debt and split the money 50-50. But no, she doesn't want to give me her cell phone number to even talk to her about it. So hopefully I can figure something out. But in the meantime, I don't know. I hate to ask for money from anybody, and my neighbor was trying to offer me some money, and I was like, well, I don't want to short you for what you need for your family, you know. But whatever happens, I'll keep fighting for my kids, no matter what happens, you know. So I'm just getting tired of people spreading lies. I mean, what purpose is there to lie about stuff like this? Like, other than trying to get a social security check from the girls, which that's the only thing I can think of the only reason she would have done it. Now, one thing about Tracy, and I'm not trying to be mean about it, but which whenever there was a threat of her losing the kids, she would you know, clean the house. But when there was no threat, she would be pretty complacent and just let things happen as they may. And my dad, when he was still in Ohio, they moved him out to Fort Wayne or somewhere in Indiana. I'm not too sure where they're at right now. but somewhere in Indiana now. But before that, he was like, well, Tracy never disciplined the kids, never corrected them when they were doing wrong and stuff. So he didn't really approve of her parenting, I guess. I'm not I'm not sure. I want to criticize her for everything. I mean, I do have. She was the mother of my kids, and I don't really want to say she's a really bad person, but I think she's got some bad advice from people, and she thinks that I supposedly cheated on her for 4 months, which was pretty much, and that's a lie, but it was pretty ridiculous. But just bad advice, and I just hopefully we can resolve this. And I need to get some money somewhere, somehow, to pay for a lawyer, because otherwise they're gonna do a guardian ad litem, and I have had guardian ad litems in my kids' lives before, and they are, without a doubt, uh, well, David Hunter was the lawyer that was the guardian ad litem before, and he lied to the judge. I can't believe how much he lied to this judge. I mean, he came up to me and he's like, everything's fine, and then he lied to the judge and said something completely different, and so I don't want that to happen to these kids again. And it's just crazy stuff. But I just love my kids, and I just want them back. Or I mean, even if they are with Tracy, I don't care if they're with her to some extent, but quit with the lies, and get on with the business of raising the kids. You know, and calling me names that are wrong. Why? That's all I ask. Why?